What's up, everybody? My name is Wescuit, and welcome back to West of Loathing. Let's jump back into this game. So remember last time we went and saved some weird-ass horses. So let's just figure out what the heck we're going to do now. Here's a braid. Let's see, he's willing to trade soap for a lock, dynamite for a needle. I don't have any dick rings, so I can't get any free dynamite. So let's not do that yet. We do need to get a lock. That I don't know how to get. But let's see. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you got will forever remain unfinished. Are you ready to? Are you sure you're ready to leave? Not yet. There's my retarded horse. No, I don't want to leave. Do what I'm doing. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, corn snarky, there's a scorpion in my bedroll. Uh-huh. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying and his wild eyes light up. That there's a shiny rock. That there's a right shiny rock you got, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for it. This rock might be important. No, I like this rock. I think I'll keep it. He shrugs. Suit yourself. Pete notices the nugget of silver you found earlier. I'll take the old silver off your hands if you like. Give you 81 meat for it. Okay, that's the deal. You give him the nugget. He smiles and hands you some meat. Fine and dandy. You gain 81 meat. Pete squints and points at the unrefined meat ore you're carrying. You ain't seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off you for 73 meat. Maybe I should do it. Okay, Okay, Pete, here you go. You give him the nugget. He chuckles and hands you some meat. You gain 73 meat. Pleasure doing business with you. Pete's eyes narrow at the gears in his head start to click. He fixes his gaze on you, and the tick of his eyelids seem more pronounced. Listen, kid, all this stuff I've been buying from you, you've been spending time underground, ain't you? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You stay out of our hall if you know what's good for you. There's stuff down on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a fella wants to keep his eyes, if you catch my meaning. Sure I do, but thanks. Here before already. Said something about the 40th level. Okay. This mechanism is blah 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 blah. You suddenly remember that the weird thing that Pete said about 40. You suddenly remember that weird thing that Pete said about level 40. Is that a real thing? Where do you want to go? Let's go on to level 40. What is this? Strange black chest. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lid off the chest. Inside there's a hat. It looks evil. Not in an abstract way. It has eyes, and they look like the eyes of a murderer. And it has teeth, which look like the teeth of an animal who could be a murderer if the animals understood the concept of murder. Let's put it on. You have a sense of foreboding. Something tells you that this is a bad idea. It's me. I'm telling you that this is a bad idea. If you put this hat on, you won't ever be able to take it off, and things will be much harder for you. It'll be as though your life is a game, and that game difficulty is greatly increased. Catch my meaning. I think we should try hard mode. Let's bring it on. You grab the terrible hat and put it on your head. You hear a sigh of pleasure coming from above your forehead as you feel the hat's teeth sink into your skull. This is going to be great. A voice whispers. Well, there's no going back now. What does this hat do? can never be removed. Alrighty then. Oh. Could have done it here the whole time. Braid, though you really don't think his name is actually Braid, takes the soap and hands you a lock. Well then. Howdy. You managed to scare up a lock for my cell? Yep, got one right here. Yeah, I'm the sheriff the lock. I'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door and accidentally drops the key and it clatters in the cell. Hellfire! Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger. You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. Let's do it. You definitely picked the lock. I unlock the cell for you. Sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the keys. He looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. Bourne Springs ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. It's a good job you've done. Don't mention it. Here, have the souvenir for your time in Bourne Springs. I got the replica sheriff badge. Thanks, Sheriff. Let's equip it. Oh, it's already equipped. What does it do? This is a plastic facsimile of sheriff's badge. He usually gives them to children who tour the jail. But you know, that's okay. It makes me feel special. This item goes on your lapel. I got one armor. Now I just need some pants and boots and I'll be good to go. Let's ride on up out of here and go on to the next place, to Dirtwater. You're probably horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner, somebody to share the trail with, someone you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? Ooh. Ooh. Your hard hat smiles at this idea. Ooh. Ooh. Should I do it? I mean, I've already put the hat on. Ooh, should I go this road alone? Let's do it. Are you sure? This isn't a hard game, but it's designed with the assumption that you'll have some help. A voice in your head assures you that this is the best idea. You're beginning to think that you shouldn't listen to anything the voice has to say and try to tune it out. Let's do it. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it as a promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide yourself where the XP is spent? You can always change this option later. I'll spend it manually. Okay. You now have the option of turning yourself into some kind of unbalanced weirdo if you want. Open the character screen and see what you want to spend your XP on. You consult the southeast web map the hostler gave you. It only lists two things, the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company westernmost camp. Let's head for Dirtwater. There's a room for rent. Hey! How y'all doing? Oh, dude, you seem like you're in trouble. Hey, what's wrong? You gotta poop? Okay. Day one, the first day of the rest of your life. Let's get into this. That gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. Just women just don't want to talk to me in here. They're engrossed in conversation. Leave them be. Well, fine then. Okay. Hey, these guys must have fallen asleep during the brawl. It looks about like it. Hey, day one of the rest of your life. Get out the way. Okay. Well, howdy there. It's always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Thanks. I'm Noodles. Glad to know you, Noodles. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? You guys got a badass mustache. I hope to grow one like that one day. Should cover up my whole face. Nice to meet you, Lloyd. Saw the sign out front advertising a room. Do you need help with anything? I'll have a shot of bourbon. I'm going to start my life out as an alcoholic. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Come right up. I got the dirt water bourbon. Anything else? Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. Yeah, I just heard it. It sounded like he needs to take the pin off the record. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. See what I can do. Thanks, I'd have poked around in them myself, but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. I agree. That's... Oh, alright. Can we talk again? Howdy, Noodles. Anything I can get for you? I saw a sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house. Biggest too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, you're in luck, fella. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance. Right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Gratis. What the heck is a gratis? Okay. Wow, great! Let's figure out what the heck is wrong with this guy. Hey. The piano player is not very good at his job. He left up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. That doesn't sound very good. You pick the lock. You open the hatch and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong, given all the plinkering and sprunging and clicking noises coming out of the gears and stuff. Looks pretty complicated. I don't have any mysticality, so I can't come and save this boy. The old man stares off to the distance, listening to the piano. Let's try and talk to him. He doesn't react to you at all. Well, thanks, man. Rude. Hey, you want to play some roulette? I'm ready to kill myself. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns, of which of theirs is nicer. The man points to the sign on the counter. Slop. 5 meat. Buy some slop. I like slop. It's a sign that says see bartender for darts. Hey. How come they're allowed to drink without hats on? I was wondering that myself. Let's go to the stage. Hello? 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 Anybody? We're trying to get the cows to come home. We fell over. Oh, we got 1 XP for... Yeah! Okay, there's no point in being in here. The kitchen. This lady's too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. The shelf is full of canned and bottled ingredients and boxes of slop helper. Yuck. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventure some. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter. I need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here? Me or you? Okay. Where can I find it? Your best bet is a military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardness. They keep it in little green jars. The chef marks the fort on your map. You discover a new location. I'll be right back, I guess. Weird. Atop this belly pot stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer. Poker room. Instructor says rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Let's read one of them. South Carolina flush beats it backwards straight. A mustachioed queen can't be in the same hand as two two-eyed queens. 7 beats 4 homicide queens of clubs. Any player caught with a pocket 6 immediately loses the game. 4 one-eyed queens and 3 nines of spades count as reverse Georgia straight. 10s are wild and queens of hearts are double wild. 2 6s and 4 4s count as a backwards Montana straight. I feel like this could go on forever. Table's full up. Let's play some poker. You know I'm gonna beat you again. You sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Cora, and the left player introduces himself as Woody. The dealer says that the ante is 20 meat. You lose 20 meat. Oh dang. I don't have a lot of grit. Okay. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle and then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a really terrible hand. A 9 of clubs, 3 6s. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning is about 20%. What? Lies? I'm at 3%. No, just kidding. 10%. I'm at 10%. What the heck? You whistle nonchalantly and check. 10% win chance. Cora glares at you and checks. Woody grins and checks. Continue the game. There's a second round of betting. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning are about 30%. Let's do a gumptious raise. With a flourish, you plop 20 more meat down in front of you. You lose 20 meat. Move on to the next one. Okay. This last round of betting. Time to do or die. Oh, goodness. The pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning are around 30%. Let's raise. You give your card to Rye, appraising look, and then raise by 20 meat. You frown and reveal a royal full house. Cora sighs and reveals her hand a royal straight. I can't talk today. Woody grumbles and turns over a backward straight. You win. You gather your haul. 180 meat. The dealer announces that the ante has been raised to 25. I don't know how I just won that, but I just won that. Interesting. Ooh, a spit! This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor. Guess not spitting at all is not an option in this society. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Sicko. Well, we definitely have to inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actually, glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks. A poker room instead of a cockfighting pit, but the spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. So? Here we go again. Alright, fine. You're now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket that has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that is bad. Because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. The brass bucket is half full with the rest of spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Well, of course we're going to search it. Come on. You're about to put your hand in a bucket of something the color of viscosity of maple syrup. Except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. It feels like putting your hand in a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. Feels like your hand is dissolving. Well, we gotta do it. Let's see here. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figure. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming that you're still able to have any, and you hate them. I got a filthy porcelain cow. Hooray! Does it do anything? Let's see. You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit, and you don't want to spill it out of the tiny hole in the bottom of it. This goes in your offhand. That gives me 3 melee attack damage and 3 spell damage. Well, we are definitely equipping that. Heck yeah! I'll have to be as strong as I can possibly be with me going on the hardest difficulty. It's my room! Look how pretty it is out there. Nice view from up here. There's a postcard on this table. Take it! It's a blank postcard. That's sleep. You go to sleep. You dream that you're trying on new hats in a fancy French restaurant, and then you go out drinking with a ventriloquist dummy. You wake up and ready to face a new day. Okay then. You wake up refreshed. You wake up refreshed and restored, and hungry and sober. Let's mosey. Day 2, the second day of the rest of your life. Let's get this XP. Oh wait, I didn't. You call yourself a good-for-nothing possum sniffing jerk. You gain the effect. Angry. Oh. You dirty mother. I'm just kidding. You better not insult yourself anymore. You'll get angrier and you're liable to pass out. I'm sorry. This is a spare bed in case you break the other one by jumping up and down on it too much. Can I do it? I can't do it. I need to be angry. You're madder than a hornet. If your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. Can I do anything with it? No? Oh, wait, no, what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's try not to get mad. Dirt water mercantile. Sun-dried provisions. Various groceries. Oh my goodness. Well, obviously we have to sell this hat because I can't put any more hats on. I don't need that. I might need that, possibly. I don't think I need to say. Well, what do I have? What do I not have equipped? That's the question. It's a blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, you send these by going to a building called a post office and giving it to the correspondent wizard who works there. This is a new bing slinging skill. So cookbook, specializing in bean recipes. Disposable binoculars. Discovered a new map location if you can find a high vantage point. Okay. Increases your muscle and moxie for the rest of the day. Creates a spade. Muscle and moxie. Already have that, so we should buy that. And buy that. Okay, cool. Let's read it. Okay. It includes a chapter about making human-sized or larger automations and binding them to your will to help with kitchen tasks. Gives Bean Golem a combat skill which summons a powerful golem to fight for you. There's a list of meditation techniques to help you concentrate while cooking and or fighting. Gives Use the Old Bean a skill that temporarily increases your mysticality during a fight. There is an article about butter and an article about beans, and the just position gives you an idea. gives Butterbean, a spell that reduces an opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Well, since I'm alone, I should probably do the Bean Golem. I was expecting so much bigger. I don't know what exactly I was expecting. It's a bean. Okay. Summons a powerful golem made of beans who will probably do your bidding. You practice making servants of beans until you're pretty good at it. Unfortunately, one of your early experiments got a little rowdy and eats the book. Bad golem. Alright. Just the oh, hey lady. I'll buy some flowers. This little girl is selling flowers. You got an idea? I didn't get an idea. I got an item. I got an item. Sweet smelling flowers. One of those new fanglin telegraph machines. Big cabinet, log post office box. Hi, I'm Noodles Von Poodles. Any mails for me? Nope. Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard anyway. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know that you've been up to and you're okay. That'll be... oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks. Let's go to jail. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. I'll be the sheriff. I could be the sheriff, maybe. You have any law enforcement experience? Not really. Have you been to sheriff school? No. Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all the local ordinance? Do you even live there? No. Then what, may I ask, in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? I just assumed. You just assumed that you could just mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day. Well, when you put it that way, she snores. If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wandered in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot and ever strapped on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. Damn, woman. Sorry. It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time. You need to calm down. Jeepers. Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, it's always someone in need of justice. Wanted posters are back there, selves are over yonder. She points behind her and goes to the right respectively. Who's wanted? It's a wanted poster, or a wanted poster, if accuracy is important. It says, wanted, the house in the desert gang. For the mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen in the house in the desert, 500 meat reward. You wonder if the house is named after them, or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least the location is ambiguous. Want to go after them? Yeah. You take the note of the location of the house and resolve to bring the house gang to justice. Sweet. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. Poster reads, wasted. The Stripy Hat Gang for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of the Cavern Canyon. Dousing meat. Interesting. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion-sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after them? You best believe. Gonna kill these guys. Slither on through it. Look, the cell is all ghostly. Ooh, I might have to go and catch a ghost. Lot available. Lot available. Lot available. There's lots of lights available. Oh. There's nothing past here. Okay. Let's go to desert house. You hear a rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the brush. Presumably, it's a gulch goblin. Rustler? Presumably, it's a gulch goblin rustler. Anyway, kind of assume that the reference to a different sort of rustling, though. It looks up at you and makes some sort of angry goblin sound. Jump down and fight it. Surrender. Give up. Oh, you best believe I'm fighting this guy. Don't you bother me, boy. You're summon my beam. Oh, boy. Get him, Bean. Get him, Bean. I'll shoot you in the face. Call it a joke. Kill him! Kill him! Oh, we got him. We got him. Look at this. Look at that. You're dead. You clobber the goblin and find some goodies in the shrubbery he was wrestling. You gain 10 XP, a goblin sandwich, and 27 meat. Heck yeah! As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside saying, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. Okay, if you say so. Okay, okay. You know, thanks. Okay. Exactly. You know, I'm gonna be like, don't look at me. You know, I'm just gonna go behind. Oh, from the sound of it, you say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Okay, very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without learning the gang inside the house. Back off. Dang it, what are my options? Bring it on. Yo, stop laughing at me, I ain't funny. Here's my beam. Kill him. You'll never took us alive, and we'll also never pay. Okay, whatever he said. Dude, I'm about to die. This ain't good. Help. 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 I'm dead. You lost. The bandits go back into the house after depositing you in a heap next to Henry. You gain an effect, angry. You get so angry about losing the fight that you pass out. You wake up the next morning in your bed. You're a little sore, but not otherwise any worse for wear. You're pretty hungry though, and sober. Day 3. You get the idea. Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of settlers who look upset. You okay, folks? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you can do to help them? I'll give you a ride. Alright, I'll give you... Wait a minute, you got 2 horses hitched to this wagon. Why don't you just ride the horses? What? You know how I ride horses, don't you? Just ride a Dirtwater. But these are car horses. Oh, for the love of... You help confused settlers figure out how to sit on the back of a car horse and lead them back to Dirtwater on a rope. Nice. Oh, dude, it's Cactus Pie. Cactus Bill. Didn't expect to see you around these parts. Well, I gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leaving Border Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could see. And just look at this place. So much hustle, so much bustle. There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, nice pot. Thank you kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, there's a profound sense of longing and loneliness. Sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I'm hoping I'd run across a similar lonely cactus lady somewhere out here. Or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry cactus. No luck? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but as cactuses live a long time, I'm sure we'll meet somebody someday. Keep an eye out. Heck, I sure would appreciate it. Saddle 'em on up. Oh, holy crap, this is a huge map. I did not realize that. What in the world? Oh, so that's where everything else is. Okay, let's go to the Cavern Canyon. As you're riding towards your destination, a flash of color catches your eye. You parallel park your horses. What? Okay, I'm getting a bad image there. You just back your horse up and... Oh my goodness, okay. You parallel park your horse and stop to investigate the source. It's one of those cacti with the rainbow colored buttons on it. I don't have no foraging, so I have to leave it alone. We've made it. Hey, look at this. It's a dangerous spider. The one that's been boarded up. And a cave that's not been. You know, let's do the work. Let's pry these boards off. These boards can't hide from your prying eyes or your prying crowbar. Okay. Danger spider. The door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, "Please don't open the door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider." It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. The tunnel behind the opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Okay. What did I do? You can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from the center. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Hey, spider! Spider, I need you. Medusan. Crate has medicine. What the heck? Let's open it. You dig through the crate. You got an item bottle of Landinum and army-filled trauma kit. You hear a sudden cheering coming from a big hole behind you. You should leave right now before that spider eats you. You must have a death wish standing this close to that thing. No, I promise. I promise I don't. Okay. Let's try this again. Dang it, I can't go back in. You hear a horrible skittering noise followed by a scream, followed by more skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there are more skittering than silence. Let's go inside. What the heck? Oh. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Arrest them. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horses like cordwood and head back to Dirtwater Jail. Is that the Stripey Hat Gang? What happened to them? Well, they just had a run-in with a giant spider of justice. Unfortunately, the reward is the results rather than the explanations. Ruby. Okay. You come across the corpse of a cowboy. How do you know it's the corpse of the cowboy? Well, you see by his outfit that he's a cowboy, and you see by the lack of flesh that he is a corpse. Because I don't care about the dead. You won't be needing these pants anymore. You got thick chaps. Oh. Danger kitchen. Danger bar. Go to the danger bar. This looks like the place needs a new bartender. What is this? He had a jaw harp in his pocket. Maybe they killed him for playing the jaw harp too much. It's a possibility. There are a few bottles full left on the shelf. Let's take them. You got cheap whiskey, cheap tequila, and cheap wine. Well, you know, I'm already starting out as an alcoholic on here, so best believe I'm gonna take it all. Let's see. What does it do? It's a little twanger. You can plug it if you like. Just plug it. You stick the twanger and plug it as best as you can. Plug some more. You love plugging the twanger. Plug it some more. You'll be plugging the twanger until the day you die. Plug it some more. You love plugging the twanger. Oh my goodness. Okay, you plunk the twanger, then you plunk it some more. You keep plunking your twanger. Oh my goodness. How long can I plug my twanger? Oh no. I'm plugging too much. I'm plugging my twanger. Okay, stop. I broke the game. Oh, okay. Alright. This poor chef is chained to a wall. His eyes widen as he approaches. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Let me get back to you on that one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sure, I'm here to help you. Well, thank goodness. He throws his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Noodles. How you doing, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy-hatted idiots. It sounds so awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and a chef of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How's that the worst part? This chain is only 4 feet long. Oh, that's rough. I know, right? I was fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You promised not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay then. It's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary, I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's sausage, but a sausage made from the cheapest possible part of a pig, ground up so fine that you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll that soaks up the grease so you can tell how fat. It sounds like a hot dog. The best part, the name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the Hot Dog. What do you think? Oh yeah, how about hot noodles instead? Don't be ridiculous. Hot noodles? What does that even mean? Ridiculous! There's no need to be mean. Not that any of it matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. Set up shop in Dirtwater? Brilliant! You're a genius, Noodles. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage fish? Gavin breaks his chains and he leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. Well, that's it then. Okay then. Alright then. Okay. Let's just get on out of here. You spot a cemetery on the horizon. The lettering over the gate says the Dave Yard, which seems oddly specific. I'll come back to you, Dave Yard. Well, I think I'm going to leave that there, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.